The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 65 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7. Buccaneers.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense First and 10.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he whips that one incomplete there.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is out quickly to the right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 39, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here we go. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Niners 7, Buccaneers 0.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 on the play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 52 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down and 7. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Niners 14. Buccaneers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Regular. Sugar.
Slam.
On first down, Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On third and long, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
49ers.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Antoine Winfield.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for St.
A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the... ...21-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. 1 play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Brought down back in
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the...
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Buccaneers.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a forward DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
A gain of 31 yards. First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
49.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Garoppolo now. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A 16-yard touchdown run. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
39-yard line.
Hey, go 66. Go 50.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up second down.
Jimmy Ward.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And now he'll tuck it and run. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And who else to make the big play to seal this victory but Richard Sherman?
He does have an exquisite sense of timing, doesn't he? He loves the spotlight, loves the big stage, really feels no pressure when there's a big play that needs to happen, and he just did another one right there. Remember when he knocked one away to seal an NFC Championship game against San Francisco? And that was really kind of the big arrival on stage for the rest of the world was that play in that game for Richard Sherman.
The ball carrier.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.